From the San Jose State University School of Journalism and Mass Communications, this is the 5-Minute Update. Welcome to the 5-Minute Update. I'm Melia Saito. A woman shot and wounded 3 people at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno Tuesday before taking her own life. Police have identified the shooter as Nassim Adam, a Southern California resident. This tragedy comes after more than 800 marches around the country took place on March 24th to raise awareness about gun violence across the United States.
San Jose State Spartans joined schools across the country on March 14th for the National School Walkout. 10 a.m. marked the hour where students began congregating towards the Tommie Smith and John Carlos statue for 17 minutes, each minute representing a life lost in the February 14th Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Parkland, Florida.
I'm frustrated. I feel how many more innocent lives need to be taken before the people we elect into office actually do what they're elected to do. If they're not going to protect us, then who else will?
The countrywide event, which was nationally organized by various high schools, nonprofits, and activist groups, also calls upon Congress to pass federal gun reform legislation.
I really feel that it should be as hard to get a gun as it is to drive a car or get a driver's license, and that's just not the case. I don't feel that we need to take guns away from people. I just feel like we need to have stiffer regulations to own a gun.
A day before the walkout, an email was sent to the campus community by San Jose State's interim vice president. The message states that the school respects the right of students to engage in freedom of expression.
We've asked faculty to be flexible as far as that participation on March 14th, but that it was the faculty member would be the ones making that choice, of course. But it was only if students chose to participate in the walkout.
While the event garnered about 350 student and staff participants on campus, a number given by Wiley, some Spartans were critical about its direction.
I feel like if you're going to support the walkout and if the school is going to be proactive in it, there should have been some kind of open forum discussion and maybe some kind of way for students to educate themselves a little bit more about what it is that was being demonstrated with the walkout. It seemed like it was very lackluster, last of the minute.
Since the Parkland shooting, federal lawmakers are considering a number of solutions, including a ban on rapid-fire devices, tighter background checks, and the arming of teachers.
Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice kicked off the SJSU Insights speaker series to a packed house of about 200 people in the Student Union Ballroom. Rice touched on pressing topics such as Russia, 9/11, George Bush, security, technology, racism, education, and even Dreamers, referring to the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival Act. During her speech, Rice said, "I would say to the Dreamers that you are just as much as part of the fabric of this country as anyone else. I hope we find a legal solution for the Dreamers." Audio recordings of the speech were not allowed. After her speech, Rice sat down with SJSU President Mary Papazian for a question and answer session. Outside the student union, protesters gathered to challenge Rice's appearance at SJSU.
She's a war criminal. She was responsible, one of the people responsible, for telling the lies that led to the invasion of Iraq.
Rice left the students in the audience with advice to find something they're passionate about, try something difficult, take their time, and remember that the first step is just the first step. Insights is a speaker series presenting a variety of perspectives on business, economics, and global affairs. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on our social media to stay up to date. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great week, Spartans.